In the streets of Athens, amidst the dust and the clamor of the crowd, a young man sold sunglasses and watches to help his family. This is not the story of just any young man, but of Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak, whose journey from anonymity to becoming one of the greatest NBA players is an ode to determination and resilience. A story not just about rising to the top of the basketball world, but about turning every obstacle into a step towards unimaginable greatness. Giannis Antetokounmpo, often called the Greek freak due to his impressive combination of height, speed, and skill, stands out for several unique aspects of his game. His presence on the court can completely change the dynamics of a game, both offensively and defensively. Welcome to NBAge. If you're a lover of basketball, subscribe to the channel to be part of this play. Born on December 6, 1994, the son of Nigerian immigrants, Giannis grew up in Sepolia, a modest neighborhood of Athens, where life was far from easy. His parents, Charles and Veronica Antetokounmpo, struggled to find stable work due to the lack of a work permit, a harsh reality for many immigrants in Greece. From an early age, Giannis and his brothers were introduced to the reality of working to help support the family. They spent days selling items like watches, bags, and sunglasses on the streets, an experience that, while challenging, forged in Giannis an incredible work ethic and a sense of responsibility. Despite the obstacles, the Antetokounmpo family remained united, finding joy in the small victories of daily life and maintaining hope for a better future. Basketball entered Giannis's life relatively late. Until the age of 12, his exposure to the sport had been minimal, but everything changed when he and his brother Thanasis were introduced to basketball by a local coach. Giannis's natural physical aptitude for the sport was evident from the start. His interest and talent for basketball grew rapidly, and he began to play for the youth teams of Philathletics, a local club in Athens. The transition to basketball was not just a means of escaping the hardships of life. It became a passion and a possible pathway to change his family's situation. Giannis dedicated himself intensely to training, often practicing late and honing his skills, even with limited resources. His dedication soon began to pay off, and he quickly made a name for himself in the Greek basketball youth scene. Giannis's life before basketball was defined by struggle and resilience, traits that he carries with him to this day. This unwavering determination and the ability to overcome adversities were crucial in his journey from anonymity on the streets of Athens to becoming one of the biggest names in global basketball. In 2011, at just 17 years old, Antetokounmpo began his professional career in the modest Greek B-League, playing with the Philathletics senior team. At the time, Giannis was still developing his physique and on-court skills, but his ethic, positive attitude, and unique combination of height, speed, and incredible wingspan already marked him as a special talent. His performance in the semi-professional league did not go unnoticed. Despite playing in a secondary league, scouts began to recognize Giannis's unique potential, leading to growing interest from larger clubs in Europe, and eventually to his entry into the NBA. For the first 18 years of his existence, Antetokounmpo found himself in a state of statelessness, unable to travel internationally due to the lack of official documents from both Greece and Nigeria. This barrier could have shattered all his dreams, but it was overcome on May 9, 2013 when he finally received Greek citizenship, a pivotal event that occurred just under 2 months before the NBA draft. The tension Giannis experienced during the 2013 NBA draft is a crucial chapter in his story. Even with his undeniable talent, there were doubts about how his skills would adapt to the demanding level of the NBA. This uncertainty created a cloud of anxiety over Giannis and his family, fearing he might be the last pick or, even worse, not get drafted at all. For them, this was not just a career matter, it was the future of the entire family hanging in the balance. When the Milwaukee Bucks finally announced Giannis as the 15th overall pick, the tension dissolved into an explosion of relief and happiness.
With the 15th pick, the Milwaukee Bucks select Giannis Antetokounmpo.
everything is like slow motion. Walking down the stairs and I'm like, that's the moment my life changed.
The whole room just was...
My name is Giannis Antetokounmpo. I want to be NBA player.
On July 30th, 2013, he signed his contract with the Bucks, and on October 13th, 2013, at 18 years old, he made his debut as one of the youngest players in NBA history. As many fans struggled to pronounce his surname, he quickly became known as the Greek Freak. However, this initial triumph also marked the prelude to a vast challenge that was to come.
From Europe to the NBA, from Division 2 of the Europe, not even in the Division 1 Europe, Division 2 to the NBA. It's wonderful.
Arriving in the U.S. represented for Giannis not just a geographical change, but a leap into an entirely new and unknown world. Far from his family and home, he had to adapt to a new culture, language, and lifestyle, all while facing the pressures of competing at the highest level of world basketball. He tackled the challenge of adjusting his game to the pace and physical style of the league, struggling to gain muscle mass and develop a reliable shot. This transition was marked by moments of loneliness and homesickness, with Giannis initially living in a modest apartment near the Bucks' gym, immersing himself in basketball as his form of connection and expression. Despite the initial difficulties, his unwavering commitment to improvement on the court began to bear fruit. His first season with the Milwaukee Bucks stood out as a promising glimpse of what was to come. Averaging 6.8 points, 4.4 rebounds, 1.9 assists, 0.8 steals, and 0.8 blocks over 77 games, Giannis not only established himself as a remarkable rookie in the NBA, leading all newcomers, but also recorded the 7th highest number for a rookie in Bucks' history. Giannis's evolution continued to unfold impressively in the following season. On February 6, 2015, he set a personal record by scoring 27 points and grabbing 15 rebounds against the Houston Rockets, showcasing his individual growth and contribution to the team's development. The 2015-2016 season was even more revealing of Giannis's potential, with a significant increase in his scoring average to nearly 17 points per game. On November 19th, he broke his own record by scoring 33 points in a game against the Cleveland Cavaliers. But it was on December 12th that Giannis shone brightly, flirting with a triple-double by recording 11 points, 12 rebounds, and 8 assists, playing a crucial role in the Bucks' 108-95 victory over the Golden State Warriors, who had maintained an undefeated season until then. One of the most challenging aspects for Giannis was missing home, initially exacerbated by his family's inability to join him in the U.S. due to visa issues. After arriving in Milwaukee, Giannis did not give up on bringing his family to the new world. Years later, the arrival of his family in Milwaukee represented an emotional turning point, providing the necessary support to reach new heights. On September 19, 2016, Giannis signed a $100 million contract extension with the Bucks, solidifying his commitment to the team and the city that welcomed him. This period was marked by significant improvements in his game, an increase in his confidence, and a meteoric rise in the following years. One of the most difficult and transformative moments in Giannis Antetokounmpo's life was the loss of his father, Charles Antetokounmpo, in September 2017. Charles was a central figure in Giannis and his brothers' lives, instilling in them values of hard work, humility, and the importance of family. His sudden death from a heart attack deeply shook Giannis, who was far from home and in the midst of preparing for a new NBA season. The loss of Charles was not only an emotional blow to Giannis, but also a moment of profound reflection on his role within the family and his motivation as an athlete. Giannis has always spoken openly about how his father was the driving force behind his determination to succeed, to provide for his family, and to carry forward his father's legacy through his commitment to basketball and his values off the court.
I want to thank my dad. Obviously, my dad is not here with me, but two years ago in I had the goal in my head that I'm going to be the best player in the league. Yeah, I'm going to do whatever it takes to help my team win, and I'm going to win the MVP. And every day that I step on the floor, I always think about my dad, and that motivates me and it pushes me to play harder.
In the weeks and months that followed, Giannis channeled his grief and longing into even greater dedication to the game, seeing basketball as a way to honor his father's memory. He emerged from this tragedy with a new layer of strength and determination, attributes that would help him reach even greater heights in his career. Antetokounmpo began the 2019-20 season with a triple-double, recording 30 points, 13 rebounds, and 11 assists in a 117-111 season-opening win over the Houston Rockets on October 24, 2019, culminating in winning the NBA MVP awards consecutively in 2019 and 2020, joining Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and LeBron James as the only players in NBA history to win 2 MVPs before turning 26. With his MVP award, he was also named the NBA's Defensive Player of the Year in 2020, becoming just the third player after Michael Jordan, 1988, and Hakeem Olajuwon, 1994, to win both awards in the same season. His hard work and passion for the game have not only elevated his career, but also inspired his peers and young athletes globally. Giannis Antetokounmpo is not just a phenomenon on the court, but also an exemplary figure of humility and dedication off it, especially regarding his family and the community that welcomed him in Milwaukee. His humble approach to success, forged from the hardships faced during his childhood in Athens and the early stages of his NBA career, is a distinguishing trait he carries with pride. He understands that every victory and award is the result of a collective effort, a tribute not just to his determination, but to the unconditional support of his family, the hard work of his teammates, and the encouragement of the fans. This awareness shapes his approach to the game and life, keeping him rooted in the values he holds most dear: respect, gratitude, and the belief in every individual's potential to achieve greatness.
Please do me this favor so I can be better, I can be a better player, I can lead this team to a championship. Please don't call me MVP until I win it again next year.
The year 2021 marked both the pinnacle and one of the lowest moments of Giannis's career. During the Eastern Conference Finals against the Atlanta Hawks, Giannis suffered a hyperextension of his left knee after a block attempt, resulting in a painful and concerning fall. This incident led to immense anxiety among fans, teammates, and the Bucks organization, given the implications it could have not just for the remainder of the playoffs, but for Giannis's future career. Giannis's recovery and return were remarkable, demonstrating not only his physical resilience, but also his unwavering determination to recover in record time and return to the court in less than 7 days. He not only returned to play in the NBA Finals, but also delivered a spectacular performance, leading the Bucks to the championship victory and being named the 2021 NBA Finals MVP.
Finals MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Off the court, Giannis is recognized for his generosity and commitment to the city that embraced him. He sees his position as an opportunity to give back, to invest in the community that welcomed him, and to inspire young athletes to dream big and work hard to make those dreams a reality. Indeed, the success of the Antetokounmpo family is not limited to Giannis alone. The Antetokounmpo family has emerged as a budding dynasty in basketball, with Giannis's brothers also making their mark in the NBA and contributing to the family's sporting legacy. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Giannis's older brother, also found his way to the NBA and joined the Milwaukee Bucks. Together, Giannis and Thanasis shared the achievement of winning the NBA championship in 2021, a historic feat that further solidified family bonds through shared success in professional basketball. Thanasis's energy, commitment, and defense have been valuable to the team, both on and off the court. Giannis Antetokounmpo, another brother of Giannis, made history by becoming an NBA champion with the Los Angeles Lakers in 2020. Kostas's victory made the Antetokounmpos the first family in NBA history to have two brothers win championships in consecutive seasons, but on different teams. Kostas, known for his agility and defensive skills, contributed to the depth and versatility of the Lakers roster during their championship run. As Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak, advances in his career, he not only cements his position among basketball legends, but also becomes a source of inspiration for the next generation of athletes, encouraging them to steadfastly pursue their dreams. Giannis's journey is a powerful reminder that our origins do not define our destiny. It is the relentless dedication, the ability to overcome adversities, and the passion for what we do that elevate us beyond the imaginable. Giannis's legacy, both on and off the court, will be forever celebrated, not just for his sporting achievements and honors, but also for the significant and lasting impact he has made on his team, the community that welcomed him, and the sports world as a whole. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to the channel and leave your suggestion for which basketball icon you would like to see here on the channel. See you.